Is Sydney Sweeney racist? I mean, a lot of people like her. Don't make me like her even more. Or is this much to do about nothing? Right now, the radical left, the radical woke mob, is calling Sydney Sweeney a Nazi, is calling her racist. I was thinking, I was like, oh, maybe she was throwing her heart out to some people. What exactly was going on that has people up in such a or has their panties in such a bunch about it? Well, apparently it was something extremely innocuous. And as I poke and prod around with StreamYard here, which I'm not very used to, and trying to figure out how to bring something on the screen so I can show you people, you lovely people who are in the audience. And by the way, if this is your first time on the show or first time watching the show, shout out. Normally we have a lot better production quality than this, but right now, as you may or may not know, Elijah Schaefer is out of town. He's working on a very big project. I don't know if he's been talking about it publicly, so I'm not at liberty to disclose any information just yet. But maybe in the next week or so we can disclose more information. And we have another trip planned for the end of this week, which I also don't know if we've talked about that one publicly yet either. So a bit of an odd week, but shout outs to Rumble, shout out to Rumble to getting us on the front page. We appreciate you guys for the support there. If you've never seen us before, smash like, smash subscribe. We normally have crazy guests. We fly people out. We put them up in hotels. We do a bunch of crazy things with our guests. Some of the things I'm not at liberty to speak of right now, but this is the thing that everyone was freaking out about. And you tell me, I mean, I don't see any swastikas. I don't see any Stalingrads in this. What exactly is everyone freaking out about? What exactly is everyone freaking out about that makes this such a bad thing? I don't get it. Let's just watch. Oh, is there audio? There we go.
Sydney Sweeney has very canes.
So that was it. I didn't see any swastikas. I didn't see any spinning Stalingrads in the back. I didn't hear Erica playing. So why exactly is the woke mob so up in arms about this? Well, we'll talk about that more tonight. I think I have an idea of why that might be, but it's approximately 7:18, 19. I can't see right now. My contacts are going kind of dry. It's approximately 7:19 Eastern time. And this is another episode of The Rift. Thank you for joining us. Once again, smash like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right. Again, as I said, sorry for all the technical glitches, all the delays, the clunkiness of using StreamYard. We don't normally use StreamYard. We normally have a really well-built studio with monitors and a vMix computer, and I'm using vMix, and I'm using a Rodecaster and everything. Right now, I'm just clicking around on the screen, trying to not look like an idiot, but I failed. So, if I had my soundboard right now, I would do the womp, 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 but I don't. But, better than the soundboard, I have two guests with me, two amazing guests. And, speaking of racist blondes, well, I mean, I guess that, we don't have anyone who is quite congruent to that. But we do have a panel of two fervent anti-racist, two people who definitely want to see more diversity, equity, and inclusion in American Eagle, Hollister, Abercrombie ads. And they're just as outraged as the left about the Sydney Sweeney ad. And that is none other than Braeden Sorbo and Sarah Stock. If I can add them to the stage right now. Braeden and Sarah, what's going on? Thank you for joining me again. While Elijah is taking an elongated vacation, let's do this little thing right here. There we go. I prefer this. Let's put the logo back up. And while I'm doing that, Sarah, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Sarah Stock. I'm a contributor here for Rift. And Mike, I'm looking at your setup, and it looks like we have the exact same setup. Do we have the same headphones and mic and everything? We're matching?
Actually, yeah, you're right. Except I have the square fee-fine, whatever, microphone. And then I think it's the same headset, too. It's the Audio Technica, whatever. Oh, so, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cute.
So,
we're matching. But excited to get into this.
Yeah, same here. But Braeden, you can go ahead and introduce yourself, give your socials, and we'll go.
Yeah, at Braeden Sorbo, any and everywhere. I'm a contributor for The Rift, as well as a massive DEI advocate. We need more disabled minorities in ads, not less. So that's what we're here to fight for tonight.
Right. So true. So true, King. All right. Well, as I mentioned before, I didn't have a lot of time to set up the show tonight. I was talking to Elijah. He's working on this big super secret project, and I call him, and he's like whispering, and I'm like, "Did you just wake up from a nap?" And he was like, "No, someone's recording in the room next to me, so I'm trying to keep it down." And I was like, "You know what? Don't worry about it. The audience wants me. I'll host a show. No problem. No big deal." And I mean, um, honestly, it's easier to host a Monday show because then there's a little bit more news. Sometimes once you're doing a show every weekday, it gets to be a little tedious. It gets to be a little, it's hard to find stories every single day. I mean, obviously there's something going on every single day, but the good thing is that now we have this cultural thing that's going on. Is this Sydney Sweeney ad? And if I can bring up my screen for a moment, 1 second. So this is from Redhead Ranting. I've never heard of her person myself, but it says that American Eagle stock has gone up 21% since his ad campaign dropped. 21%. I hope other companies are paying attention. We're headed for another 80s fashion-wise, and I'm so down for it. Let me see if I can move this screen. Okay, there we go. That works perfectly.
You want to move the Rift logo too?
No one can see Braeden.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna keep it right there. Actually, no, I'm kidding. But yeah. And no, it wasn't all neon. It was dressing smartly and taking pride in your appearance. Button-down shirts, pants that pants that covered all the necessary parts, less skin, more humility, and well-made shoes that lasted longer than a season. First of all, does American Eagle even make shoes? Maybe I'm not.
They're definitely not well-made shoes. So
yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I've never heard of American Eagle shoes in my life, but yeah, I mean, and this is one of the other pictures. Obviously, Sydney Sweeney is kind of known for her busty nature, to put it lightly. So that has to be shown at least a little bit because that's what they're paying her for. But also, by the way, I love how, yeah, never mind, not doing a show or anything right now. You wouldn't know anything about doing a show or anything trying to call me right now. But right now he's in Texas time, so I get that he probably doesn't even realize it. But so obviously there's a little bit of sexual, not like innuendo, but just sexuality kind of shown in that part of the ad. But I mean, other than that, she's wearing full length bootcut jeans, a denim jacket. It's not like it's extremely risque or anything that would be controversial other than that. So I mean, I think I know what the reason why there's such a controversy over this. Sarah, I'm going to go to you, obviously, for the obvious reason that you're another blonde girl. But why do you think that the left and maybe there's even people who aren't on the left who are upset about this? But why would you think people are so upset about this ad campaign?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how many people are upset about it because I did see a few big leftist accounts tweeting about it, and they said it was Nazi propaganda. And I guess because it's a white girl.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do I need to expand?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
And she's saying, and it's saying that she has great genes and she's white.
Actually,
so basically that means that white people have great genes, and that's Nazi propaganda.
Actually, it's funny because I actually just put that together. I didn't even think about that. I was in such a rush to get ready for the show today. But the great genes thing, yeah, I actually didn't even think about that till right now. So I guess that could be seen as like a dog whistle. Actually, I was just thinking it was because it's like a blonde hair, and she has blue eyes. Yeah, a blonde hair, blue eyed, white woman. So I can kind of see why they would say it's like a dog whistle. But there were some other posts on Twitter earlier this week where it was showing, for Nike ads, they would have these like really obese black women in workout gear, or like Calvin Klein ads. It's just like, it's like where the fat is like spilling over the top of the compression shorts or pants or whatever. So, I mean, Braeden, I think that this is a welcome change rather than what we were going through for the last, I mean, I don't know what, 10, 15 years, probably even less than that, probably just under 10 years, I'd say. I'd say it's a welcome change, but, I personally don't think that woke is completely dead. I don't know what it would take to completely kill it, but we're still seeing remnants of it in certain situations. Do you think woke is dead? And do you think that this is any indication of woke being dead, or are we on, is woke on its deathbed, should I say?
Well, woke's definitely going out of trend. People are less inclined to do, gay things just with the advertising. I mean, you look back at like a 1999 campaign for Calvin Klein underwear, and it was like Jennifer Aniston and Matt Damon. So you have two, attractive people modeling underwear on the beach somewhere, and now or 5 years ago, you have some obese, disabled minority on the page. And so people are sick and tired of it. I mean, people buy things that attractive people use because they want to feel attractive. And so in their minds, they compare and they go, well, if an attractive person was using this type of, perfume or these clothes, then maybe I myself will become more attractive by using the same things. And so it was a terrible marketing ploy for companies to throw that out entirely. Unfortunately, we're at the stage of society where this is something that we're applauding, right? When we're just putting normal people in campaigns. I mean, you have all the people going, well, Sydney Sweeney's mid, and then those are the people in Norway where like everyone is a 5'9" beautiful Scandinavian person. It's like, well, that's not really a fair comparison. But it's interesting. I'm seeing all the comments on Rumble and YouTube asking who owns American Eagle. And so I just pulled it up just for fun. Since December 2nd, 2015, J.L. Schottenstein has been the CEO and owner of American Eagle. So it's quite an interesting claim for him to be the one doing this Nazi dog whistle. But what do I know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And that's the case with a lot of these companies too. Like Limited 2, Forever 21, all those companies was was run by someone of Jewish descent for a long time. They were also engaged in some other nefarious activity, which came up in the Jeffrey Epstein case, which we're not going to talk about now. But in the meantime, I actually want to talk about. We got a super chat really quickly, so I want to make sure that we don't miss, and also want to make sure that I'm encouraging you guys to super chat. Last time for the book club, we actually had a ton of super chats, and we had really good engagement. We had like 30,000 views on that, which normally much less on an episode that I'm hosting, like never gets anywhere near it. So that was great. Thank you for supporting that. But we did get one super chat from Randall Flagg, and he says, Elijah, I was at my mechanic on Friday, and it turns out they were like-minded individuals and really lean far right. WN, I have no idea what WN stands for, and love the show. Please welcome your new viewers, Mohammed, Enrique, and Majdeep. So I love that one. I wish I had the applause sound for that right now. But yeah, those are our new WNs. And again, I don't know what WN stands for. I do, but I'm not going to say. Also, shout to Marge Fuentes, Homo J Fuentes, Joe the Terrible Cocteau, whoever else is in the chat. Also, shout out to everyone who accompanied me on my ride. I did a local stream just for a little bit after the show on Friday. I was driving up north about 2 hours, so I just turned locals on. I was streaming the whole time. Had the full self-driving on the Tesla, and then I kind of just sat back and talked to you guys. So that was a lot of fun. But no, it's not fun. What's not fun is when they start to put you on the ADL list of extremist symbols. So that's not good. Hate symbol, American Eagle jeans with Sydney Sweeney busting a squat there real quick. Hold on, wait 1 second. I'm getting a message from someone. What is that about? I don't know what that's about. But also someone said in the chat that audio was messed up. If that's true, let me know. My audio sounds good on my end. Both these two young whippersnappers.
Yeah, same with me. Mine sounds fine.
Okay. Yeah. I just saw one from way back. I'm not sure if that was actually. I mean, I think we may have not even been streaming, but yeah. So they're starting to come after Sydney Sweeney hard. But I mean, once it comes to people, didn't mean to do that. Once it comes to people who are in Hollywood, I mean, usually these things just blow over. And I mean, they may kowtow to the mob a little bit, and then they may come out and like make a statement. I don't think that anyone's even going to make a statement about this one though, because it's really just not worth anyone's time. It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you think about this, Sarah, but
yeah, I will say it is kind of funny though, these conservatives being like reject modernity, and it's like, I don't know, like an obese model. It's like embrace tradition. It's like a half naked woman. And it's just like, okay, this is still degenerate. Like this is like you're trying to conserve things from like 20 years ago. Like basically not just come across like I'm sound like a feminist or something, but it really is like the commodification of the female body. And I don't think conservatives should really be promoting that either. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, it is babies. Like, at least we're acknowledging like what beauty is, though, right? So at least we're able to say like, yeah, we're bringing back the objective nature of beauty and being like, yeah, obviously a hot blonde with, you know, a big chest or whatever, like that's what most people find attractive, and we can acknowledge that now, and you can make the most money off an ad with that. So, you know, it's progress, I guess, but at the same time, it's like this like over sexualization thing. I don't think that's something that, you know, conservatives need to be like, oh yeah, we have, you know, big boobs everywhere again. It's like, well, that's actually not good either.
Yeah, it's not
No.
a step up by any means. And that's why I said at the very beginning that our bar is so low for success that we're putting an attractive person in a commercial as a win, which, I mean, granted, we should be. This is a step in the right direction, but this isn't the full, like it's like when you're supposed to go this way and you start by going this way a tiny bit, you got to redirect and actually get around to going this way. But this is at least we're moving a little bit, and so it's somewhat of a victory. Also, Mike, I put in the private chat the Gatorade ad that you were referencing earlier.
Okay.
I wanted to see if you would pull that up just while we were on the topic. And also, I wanted to do the thing that Elijah does and tell everyone to go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because it just hit 6,000 subscribers, and that is where we have a bunch of cool people in there. So I'm just saying to go check it out. Also, that's where I'm modded, so I can actually talk and say,
Yeah,
which is
true.
fun.
Yeah,
because I don't have a Rumble account.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so also, you know, this is the people who are saying that Sydney Sweeney's mid. I saw Steven Crowder put something out where he said that she was mid, and then I forgot who it was, but someone was like, "God, just come out already," talking about Steven Crowder. But you know, I mean, Sydney does have a very, I don't know what's the word, like average look. I mean, if you were to like to rate her 1 to 10, I mean, I don't think she's above like a 9. I'm not going to get into like this big bro conversation. This is just for the office. This is where we have these types of conversations where we rate women, but obviously not me because I'm married, or Elijah because he's married as well. But yeah,
Or me. Hold on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it is. But it is funny how you know, people they kind of flip back and forth from like her being this like sex icon to being mid. It's just like the duality of man that it Oh, and then also we had this tweet from one of Sarah's favorite people, Leonardo Joni. And then she said, by the way, this is the woman calling the Sydney Sweeney jeans commercial Nazi propaganda. Is it any wonder that someone who believes a man can be a woman would be upset by a biological reality like genetics? Oh, also she's ugly. And then she says here, wait, hold on. Does everyone know that I am still making a transgender political comedy news show every month?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, well, like
who's watching that transgender political comedy? That sounds like it's like the seventh circle of hell.
No, yeah, for a little bit I was like, is this like a ironic thing? Because like,
yeah.
So I don't know if you guys are.
This is like an anti-Semitic parody or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be. Look at the name.
Well, but like Jews do that to like poke fun at anti-Semitism. Is they do the triple parentheses, because honestly, like you never see actual WNs or like Nazis or whatever, or quote unquote anti-Semites using the triple parentheses anymore. It's always just Jews using it to make fun of anti-Semites, actually. So I think she's doing it ironically, but this whole paragraph seems ironic. I don't know if you guys are too young to remember Portlandia, if you guys ever watched Portlandia. But this seems like something that would be out of Portlandia, which was like made to make fun of like hipsters. Like it's like, I'm like ordering an omelet from the brunch place, but it has to be free range. Each chicken has to have like 10 acres of land that they roam on, blah blah whatever. But yeah, this person looks absolutely unhinged, and yeah, we keep getting better at it. This is arguably our best episode yet, despite the algorithm being really mad at us right now. I think the algorithm is really mad at you because it's like probably the worst idea for a show ever. You know, at least with our show, you know, maybe not us specifically, but at least with our show, you know, we're edgy. We talk about controversial topics, so we can kind of say that we're being beaten down by the algorithm because we're not talking about stuff that the algorithm wants to promote. They want to promote transgenderism and whatever the hell is going on here, and then you're still not being boosted. I think that sounds like a personal problem to me. I don't think it's that YouTube. I mean, do you guys think that YouTube has it out against I mean, can I say tranny? Like, I want to say tranny. Say
trans,
like
yeah, just do transgender. You know, YouTube definitely has it out against a pro transgender political comedy. I don't know why they wouldn't want to promote that. That doesn't fit their agenda at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. But I don't know. It's all just ridiculous. I'm gonna see if we have anything else about that in here. I played that opening video for Sydney Sweeney. Oh, and then the Nike thing. Oh, which chat did you send it in?
The private on StreamYard.
Oh, that one. Okay, which is the one I told you to use earlier, and then
That is what I did.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Let me pull it up real quick. I was looking at the group DM chat where we send Hitler edits. That's a joke. So let me unshare this real quick. I almost left the stream, and I'm going to share this. And oh wait, so this is actually a different one, but this one's actually worth talking about too.
Oh,
so
you
Gatorade,
thought of something else?
Yeah, so there was another one where it was just like a fat black woman, and it was this huge billboard in NYC, and then it was this like fat black woman like stomping around in like dry fit.
Are you talking about the
something.
Nike ad?
Yeah,
yeah.
like
it's a classic.
It's like years old, but someone just brought it up recently because of this whole Sydney thing. But I thought this was actually really funny too. If I could pull it up, Gatorade comes up with the absolute worst slogan for WNBA players: "Let her cook." Yeah, bitch, get back. It actually is really funny. I don't know how everyone missed that.
Come on, they had to do that on purpose.
Whatever intern did that, did it at the cost of his job, but it was worth it. You know, that's just all I could say.
Yeah, it seems like every organization has at least a couple groypers. The White House,
American Eagle,
agencies, yeah, American Eagle. They all have like groypers or something that are just kind of lurking in the shadows over there.
Are the groypers Sydney Sweeney fans, or do you think they just picked her because she's popular?
I just meant more specifically because there's kind of like a running joke where it's like Right Wing Watch will like always post like clips of Nick. And then they used to call Right Wing Watch a groyper because it was always posting clips of Nick. And then I forgot what happened recently, but it was just like really kind of fixated on Nick or something to do with AF. And so yeah, the inside joke is just like, oh yeah, there's like a groyper working there or whatever. But I would say this one's more in line with Sydney Sweeney. I don't think I ever see groypers talk about Sydney Sweeney necessarily, but in terms of women getting back in the kitchen and off the internet, then yeah, for sure, I would say that as a groyper position, 100%. Much to the chagrin of Miss Sarah Stock here. So I'm looking at the live chats right now. I don't see any super chats yet, so that's fine. Elijah's not here, I get. And then as I said,
we just got one.
Yep. As I said, that super chat came in. Yeah. From Joshua Tries One. Let me bring everyone back on screen really quickly. Joshua Tries One for $1 says, "I'll say it. Sydney is a butterface. Shout out to the Mendoza Report for keeping me informed on how 6 million is impossible." And then he added himself. Is that your Twitter? I'll follow you later if that's your Twitter.
He says, I don't know why I tagged myself.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, know who. Yeah, I don't know why because it's not even his like Twitter @ or anything. But that's okay. We're all a little retarded sometimes. But
I know. I think the Sydney Sweeney thing. This was my theory about it, and then after I privately had this theory, all the men started talking about it. So I feel like it's true. I think she just looks kind of attainable. Like she's hot, but kind of attainable because she has sort of like not like a perfect face, sort of like a unique face, I guess. Like I think she has like a nice face with like makeup on and everything, but I think it's like more of an attainable thing. And then she's like, nice body and everything. So I feel like that's probably what it is. And like looks a little bit unique. And I think people like that.
Yeah, I think it's true. I think there's like different levels of like hot, like like there's like the unattainable like supermodel and like sometimes
like Megan Fox or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that was the
and
first
they turn crazy and make your kids trans.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, pretty much all of them do. It's like it's an epidemic in Hollywood. So but anyway, like I said, I didn't have a ton of stuff prepped for this, but I'm gonna go on to this next thing, which I want to talk about. This was actually a thing that I want to lead off the show with, but anytime we put anything regarding this in the title, we don't get as favorable treatment from the streaming platform. So I actually didn't include in here. I haven't watched this video yet, so I'm gonna bring it up. If you guys think I should skip ahead to a specific part let me know. But I don't know if you guys watched this video. Did you watch this video? This Charlie Kirk talking about how Israel is not starving Gazans. Did you hear about this?
I
Oh,
did
yes.
not, but I wanted to say really quick before you play it, we did get a $5 super chat on YouTube specifically for Sydney Sweeney. So do you mind if I read it before we move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Aerodynamic gave $5. Derp Queen Sydney. That's why. Shout out Sarah.
She doesn't have that derpy of a face though. Like
I think I think I know what they're saying.
Someone said peasant build.
Because she kind of has like negative canthal tilt.
Dude, you are really on the physiognomy thing. I did not know that you were so like.
Hey, I've been into the cookie verse recently. I've been into the cookie verse. I've been watching Clav. I've been learning looksmaxing.
I was actually talking to Joey about that today. I was like, yeah, because he was like talking to me about that stream, and I was like, yeah, he was talking about getting a double jaw surgery, and I'm like, is that like what Zac Efron had did? Because please don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Is that what he does? Is that the guy's whole thing?
Yeah,
I don't know any of the people.
Clavicular or Cookie King?
Neither. I've never heard of them before.
Okay, well, wait, Braeden, how old are you?
23.
Okay, so it's
24 in August. So when we stream, I want donations.
Okay, so it's not just because I'm Unk. I don't know who they are either. But yeah, I looked up Clav and he has like 70,000 on TikTok. I think Cookie King is way bigger or something, but I wasn't as familiar with them actually. No.
Well, yeah, Cookie King is way bigger, but it's like a whole cookie verse where it's like they're not the only two people. Like there's a lot of them.
I'm just not on TikTok at all. Like,
and I think it's like this really niche. I was going really deep into this rabbit hole last night. That's the only reason I know about it. But I think it's like this really niche looksmaxing community where like a lot of them even came over from 4chan like years ago or something and kind of like made it onto TikTok. And so they all know each other for years. You know what I mean? Like, I guess you could say it's kind of like a parallel to the Groypers or something, but it's like incels who looksmax.
Well, okay,
so there's like a bunch of lore there and everything. So it's like there's not that many people who watch them, but like the ones who do are like a part of it.
I looked up Cookie King. He gets millions of views per video. Is that the right guy?
Yeah, probably. Well, the weird thing is that Cookie King is not like a good-looking guy. Like, hold on, let me just bring him up real quick.
I was thinking that too, but he had a glow up. Well, yeah. Or they call it ascending, so he ascended.
Most people aren't.
Did not know that. That's funny.
Yeah, most people aren't actually ugly. They're just overweight and not eating right. That's
true.
Yeah, but also he had kind of a glow down, so he used to look better.
Also, I just found this article and it said it's the why is it not showing? Okay, there you go. The Out of Touch Adults Guide to Kid Culture. The creator of Brain Rot. Did Cookie King found or start Brain Rot? I doubt it. I don't think so. Brain Rot's kind of been around for a long time now, maybe even close to.
No, I think they might mean like the term brain rot.
Well, maybe either way. I mean, yeah.
And also, his whole content is like all brain rot.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I did know that speaking of Groypers, he was visited a Groyper curse upon him and his bloodline. This is positive canthal tilt, isn't it? Isn't this too much canthal tilt? Actually, like it's like
but it looks like he's smiling in it.
Yeah, well, this one he is for sure, but I mean, it's just like his eyes are way too slanted inwards. Looks creepy. It's like an alien or something. He has a weird look. He looks like he would be like a troll in Lord of the Rings or something. Like he could be like 3 foot, like 3'6", and then look like this and have big hairy feet. Like
I don't know. I was watching some edits. He looks better in some of his videos.
Yeah, Clav's a good looking guy. I'll say that. That was why I was just like, hey, I was like, don't do this double jaw surgery because then you're just gonna look like a freak like Zac Efron. I was actually talking with a Joey about this today, but do you know what Zac Efron said happened? Why he looks the way he looks now? He said that he was like running around in his house and he slipped and he like hit his jaw like on a table or something. So he had to get surgery. And then now he looks like he just like he has the Giga Chad filter on, but not in a good way. So it's just like
that sounds like he's coping. That's definitely not true.
Yeah,
he's like, I tripped and fell and got like a jaw surgery.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah, not buying that at all. I'm trying to.
He slipped at a Diddy party.
Yeah, exactly.
Sarah, I think your mic's a little loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should I just move it away?
Yeah, like on the right, just looks like a total freak. And then he
The
was
lefty
mogging.
looks so much better.
Yeah. He was mogging already. You know, he has a light, like, you know, people really like the dark features and light eyes.
Predator eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then I don't know what the hell happened on the right. Just total freak show. He was mogging before. I did like from that stream where Clav said that he was a moggist. I
He said he wasn't a racist. He's a moggist.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't care about race. He's like, yeah, if I see someone who's like even my race, I'm like, I mog you. He's just, I don't know, just like the way, like just the way he was talking about was so funny. But anyway, let's get back to let's
Yeah, we really went down that looksmaxing rabbit hole.
Yeah,
there's so much I could send you guys. Okay, no, we'll move on.
Let's depart.
I'm kind of invested in this right now.
I probably will be too, honestly, because I am kind of curious now.
Well, okay, wait. Do you know about the lore, like why Nick even went on? Like why?
I know Cookie King had like kind of dissed him or something. I know that Cookie King had dissed him, and then he got the Groper curse, and then he got banned off of something like that.
Yeah, but also what happened was Clav got canceled for being racist, and it was like the most awkward video ever, where someone was like, oh, this guy mogs, and then he's like, yeah, but he's black, and it was like on video. Wow. He was like, yeah, but he's black, and they're like, no, he's not. And so that video went like he basically got kind of canceled, but like a lot. And then Cookie King, I think, kind of like disavowed him for a minute, so that's why Nick went after Cookie King. And then it was like this whole drama.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm 35 years old, and it's actually a terrible look for me to be talking about this, or even in the presence of people who are talking about this.
Yes.
I'm pretty much no better than a pedophile right now, because I'm talking about things that pertain to 18-year-old kids. So, but anyway, I want to talk about
18-year-old child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
18-year-old children.
Yeah, 18-year-old children. But anyway, good news is that, you know, no matter what's happening in the cookie verse, we can all rest assured, we can all sleep well tonight, knowing that Gazans are not being starved by the Israelis. Let's see what Charlie Kirk, who had a struggle session with TPUSA presidents the other day, what his total unbiased take is on this. Let's listen.
Being propagandized, and this weekend there was an all-out propaganda campaign trying to make it seem as if Israel is intentionally starving the people of Gaza. I hate being lied to, especially by the media networks. They lied to us about COVID. They lied to us about the vaccines. They lied to us about open borders. They lied to us 100 by laptop. Joining us now is Rabbi Wilicki, a great friend, and thank you so much for defending me the other day. Rabbi Wilicki, you're also the YouTube, people can find you on YouTube, Israel 365. Rabbi, let's just go through the facts here, and then let's get into the lies. What is the situation in Gaza as the truth would bear it out, not the New York Times propagandist network?
Well, if we're talking about the starvation lie, and thank you, Charlie, thank you for having me on to talk about this. It's so important because this is really pure propaganda, as you say. So since the beginning of the war, since October 7th, the whole issue of the food getting into Gaza and how much food is getting in has been weaponized by Hamas and by the whole pro-Hamas crowd. And what they're doing most recently is claiming that there's a starvation crisis. The quantities of food, I'm not going to get into the weeds of the numbers, but the quantities of food that have been brought into the Gaza Strip since the beginning of the war and month over month is enough to feed the Gaza Strip, according to the World Food Program's numbers for what it takes to feed people, for longer than this war has gone on, for about 27 months worth of food. And there's plenty of food getting into the Gaza Strip. But what's happening is that Hamas is trying to perpetuate this narrative that Gazans are starving because starting about 2 months ago, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is run by Americans and is in cooperation with the Israelis, has started distributing food, started distributing humanitarian aid directly to the people of Gaza. And why is that important? Because until they started doing that, the only way for Gazans to get food was to get it from Hamas. All of the tons and tons of food, all the truckloads of food that have been coming into the Gaza Strip as humanitarian aid since the beginning of the war until 2 months ago, were brought in by United Nations organizations that were working hand in glove with Hamas. It was going directly to Hamas, and then Hamas would sell it at exorbitant prices to the people, hoard it for themselves, take all the fuel to fuel their war machine, use it to recruit new recruits into Hamas, and it was basically Hamas's oxygen. The estimates now by the United States, by the State Department, is that Hamas has made approximately $500 million just from selling aid to the people of the Gaza Strip since the war has began. So Israel has realized for a long time that this is a problem, because while the aid has to get to people, the aid is also fueling Hamas. So 2 months ago, they started this new program where in areas that are under Israeli security control on the Gaza Strip, they distribute the food directly to the Gazan citizens. All the aid is supposed to be free. In fact, there are videos and pictures online of packages marked not for sale being sold by Hamas vendors to the people of the Gaza Strip. So what's happening now is, because food is being distributed directly to the Gazan citizens at these distribution centers, that's cutting off Hamas's oxygen, because the people can get food directly from the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. They don't have to pay exorbitant prices to Hamas, and Hamas is both losing control of the population and also losing their cash flow.
Okay, all right. So I'm not going to go through with this entire thing. It's going to be just tedious. But I do love how, and I mean, I guess that we can expect this type of rhetoric from these types of people. But like, I just love how they've constructed this like elaborately evil boogeyman in Hamas. I mean, first of all, like, they're causing all these violent acts or whatever, or they're carrying out all these violent acts, I should say. But then they're just doing all these ridiculous things supposedly. And again, I haven't looked into any more articles about this. I'm like really just kind of going off of gut feeling right here, so I could be wrong. But I mean, like, okay, so the people in Gaza, from what I understand, they're starving. They're being attacked constantly. They probably can't just go to work and make money. But they're being price gouged by their government, which they seem to support. And then the members of Hamas, like, I mean, it just doesn't really make any sense to me, because, at least when, like, say that there's like a hurricane or there's like a flood or something, and then people need to buy like water or something, or just goods before like a hurricane hits, like, at least Americans actually have money to buy supplies. I wouldn't imagine that Gazans actually have a ton of money to buy these these price gouged rations and food and water. I mean, does this make any sense to you guys, or like, what is actually being, what is the game that they're really trying to play here? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, there's no economy in Gaza. It's like they don't have any money, and so this idea that their own government would be price gouging them, it's just like, it's almost insulting how stupid these people think we are. I mean, granted, there are people that believe it. I've been attacked on X or Twitter or whatever for pointing this out. I said, look, if you fire a tank round at a church intentionally, you're not a good guy. Just say. And people are going, how dare you? It's Hamas who's doing all these things. And I'm going, okay. They took credit for it. Like, they even said, oh yeah, that was us, but it was accidental. We just pointed at the thing. We looked at the cross on the building. It was like, they're hiding and they're blow it. You know what I mean? And so it's really getting to the point where people are going to be fed up. And frankly, they already are. I just don't know how much longer it's going to go before something really happens, because to insult the intelligence of the people waking up by going, well, no, they're just being price gouged, and you just have no idea don't worry, you don't know what's going on. We'll take care of it. You just sit back. It's so stupid.
Yeah, right. I agree. Sarah, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about the specific situation either, because I mean, this is like very recent. I've kind of only heard the Zionist side of this story, so I'm not really sure. But I do know that in the past, the Israeli government has blocked aid from entering the Gaza Strip, even when it's just like the UN or something, like trying to just bring in food, and they've been blocking that. I have a friend who I used to work with who's a journalist, like an American journalist, who will go to Israel and report on this stuff. And there's Israelis at the border bragging, like not even soldiers, just the citizens who are like eating the food that's supposed to go over there and like laughing about it, bragging about it. Like it's just like that totally has been happening. They have been intentionally starving them. So now when they are giving them this aid, it's like, I mean, they could be legitimately giving them aid to kind of save face, because I think a lot of people are basically turning against the Israeli government, becoming more aware of these crimes. So they're trying to say, oh no, look, we are giving them aid. And I just don't really want to jump to any conclusions about this, because it's not like Hamas is like a super immoral government or anything. So, I mean, it's plausible if they wanted to try to like somehow, I don't know, I guess like kind of raise money for their military efforts or something. I don't know. So
They don't
I
need-
don't
I
want to
mean,
comment on it, but
It's not like they really need money. They get subsidies from other, foreign governments that I'm not going to comment on any further. Like I won't say anything else. They just have some other money.
But like and my first impression, which I'm glad that I wasn't alone on this, Braeden, but yeah, it did seem like I don't think people are flush with cash in Gaza right now. So it's like, if they were being price gouged, how would that help anyone? It just doesn't make any sense. And also too, I am less inclined to believe a government who's, and by the way, I think this has been like fact checked before, but I mean, tell me if you think this is real or not. But have you guys ever heard about this shirt before? This was not like an official IDF shirt, but I guess this was like a shirt that was being circulated among IDF military members. But it's a picture, or it's a graphic of a pregnant Muslim woman, and then it says 1 shot, 2 kills. And I mean, what do we know the IDF for targeting innocent civilians who are trying to get to aid? I know even recently there were videos and pictures of people who were crawling towards aid trucks to get food, to get what little they could, and then the IDF would just take them out because obviously they see them as subhuman. They don't see them as worthy of life, and they see them all as enemy combatants. And then what's that term that the IDF or like Israeli military has? It's like rise up and strike first or something like that. Like they have like a preemptive strike mindset. They're not so defensive, they're more so offensive. So and I think that it's the same once it comes to propaganda. They're trotting out this Rabbi Wolicki to talk about Charlie Kirk, who, once again, as I mentioned, just had a struggle session with Turning Point presidents the other day to talk about, like you guys don't support Iran, do you? But like you guys don't hate Israel, do you? But I mean, you guys aren't anti-Semitic or anything, so it's not objective, it's not fair and balanced, as Fox News once fancied themselves, but it is obviously just propaganda. One thing I wanted to bring up too was actually this tweet by Richard Hanania that I thought was interesting and I think is relevant to this, but if I can bring it up 1 second.
I think the phrase you're looking for, by the way, is "they cry out as they strike you."
Well, that's another one.
Sure that was the one that you were going for.
Well, yeah, that works too. But so this is in a reference to this. I think this is New York Times, right? No proof Hamas routinely stole UN aid, Israeli military officials say. So I don't know if you guys read the tweet already, but anyone who's watching this, anyone who's listening, just think about that headline. No proof Hamas routinely stole UN aid, Israeli military officials say. So it's a very narrow window of what's talking about here. It'd be one thing if it was saying no proof Hamas stole any aid, but they put in routinely and UN as qualifiers. That's what Richard Hanania brought up here. He said, note the qualified nature of his headline. No proof Hamas routinely stole UN aid. Okay. I just like that. Okay. Did sometimes steal instead of routinely? What about aid not from the UN? Did they tax the food being sold within Gaza? There's a reason it's worded this way, and I would have to agree. And then now they have rabbis going on with Charlie Kirk and saying that they aren't actually starving people. So it makes me suspicious. I don't know what's really going on there, but I think it's not good all around. And also we just got, what is going on good all around is we got a $50 super chat from Homer J. Fuentes. I wish I had some
Let's
confetti,
go.
some confetti to put on the screen and some air horns to play. But Homer J. Fuentes says the blood-soaked criminals running the world and their mouthpieces will continue to lie until we stop them. And of course, he means by non-violent means, right, guys?
Of course, we will
non-violent.
pray for them. We'll just be.
Yes, actually,
praying.
that's actually true. We will be praying for them, but because they need it more than anything right now. Did you guys have anything that you guys wanted to go over in particular? Those are kind of the two big things I saw today. Was it the Charlie Kirk thing, Israel thing? The Sydney Sweeney is obviously a big story today. I really didn't have much other than that, but we can hit one more story if you guys are interested.
I did, because it's been trending a lot recently, and it's just overall fatigue. I sent it in the chat. I don't know how much we can show, but specifically the Cincinnati Jazz Festival. I think it's worth talking about, because I don't see many people. There was zero coverage on mainstream media about this, and
Actually,
so I sent the one in where there was a third victim, by the way, who got attacked, and that's the post that I sent in. But for those of you who don't know, or who wanted us to talk about it, the Cincinnati Jazz Festival, there seemed to be some sort of altercation, maybe a little bit of name calling, which led to a group of Lake Worth individuals jumping and curb stomping a man, a woman, and a third person who we do not know, beaten and unconscious. Yeah. So
by the way,
there's the post.
By the way, one thing I actually thought about this too, because I haven't seen the videos, I haven't seen the images. I heard about it, I know about it very vaguely. But what's funny is that because I saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh, the mainstream media isn't talking about this," and honestly, what I thought was, I'm like, yeah, the mainstream media doesn't talk about this because blacks do this all the time. Like, it's just like, if it was on the mainstream media all the time, it's just like, that was called World Star Hip Hop back in the day.
It'd be as annoying as us talking about the Epstein files every episode.
I know, exactly. So I'm just like, it's like, I'm kind of not surprised. I actually don't blame them for not covering it. Anytime a black person attacks a white person, because it happens hundreds of times every day, right? Across the country. Actually, so this is completely off topic, and then we'll get into the video, but I was watching a video last night. Apparently there is a castle in Spain, in Madrid, called like Castle de Mendoza, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go visit there one day. There was like a Mendoza royal family, and I was just watching this vlog of someone like going to go visit it, and then it's in Spain. They're going through their like transit system. Their entire transit system looks like China. It's just super clean. Everything runs on time. Everything's perfect. And I'm just like, man, it really only is just one group of people that completely messes up public facilities like this. Because even in Spain, our favorite Southern Europeans over there, they got together because they don't have to deal with a certain group of people, even though that is kind of actually changing more and more, especially in places like Italy and Greece. They're kind of forcefully integrating people into those cultures now. They're about to start feeling the fatigue as much as we do over here, unfortunately. So
yeah, there's really no assimilation, unfortunately. There was also another breaking thing as of, I figure we might cover this tomorrow, but 20 minutes ago in Manhattan, there was an active gunman.
I saw that.
I saw that. I don't know how much we want to cover right now because there's no details.
Yeah, I saw Edward Zoll talking about that in the chat. There's an image of him, and then he has a full-on like AR-15 too, or
full rifle, full-length rifle. Light-skinned dude at the very least.
Yeah, definitely.
CNN is already calling him white. So
now that's crazy.
White race.
Yeah, no, I can tell it's by looking at him. He's definitely light-skinned or something. But also Ed says in the chat, he says definitely not Middle Eastern, which he actually could be like Moroccan. Actually, like this guy looks like he could be Moroccan or something. But I don't know. Which I know it sounds weird, but if you know like French Montana like looks like he could be black, but he's like an Arab, like whatever, North African. Like he definitely could be some kind of like North African or whatever. But anyway, this video right here for the Cincinnati Jazz Festival, is this like graphic stuff in this video?
It's
Braeden?
Kind of like a world star hip hop fight.
Okay, that's fine.
So there's like people getting pushed and punched and stuff, but there's no gore as far as I can tell.
Got it. Okay. All right. So we'll go over this, and after this, we'll go on locals for like 15 minutes. Then we'll just kind of interact with the chat once we go over there. Let me just let me take 1 second, and then I'm going to bring it up on my end, because normally it's easier for me. Oh, I'm logged in already. Okay, good, perfect. Because I was going to say normally on the studio computer, I have the logins and everything for Elijah stuff. I wasn't sure if I did here. So anyway, I will bring this up real quick, and then we will watch another
Perfect.
chimp.
Before we bring, yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
no, I was gonna say I'll save it for after, actually.
Okay. All right. So new video shows a third victim brutally attacked without reason. Man stomped, woman punched, third beaten unconscious, all unprovoked. Media silent, public outrage. And this is I think I'm zoomed in too much here. Oh no, that's a picture. And then another woman knocked out. And here's the video. I'm gonna mute this just in case they're using some jungle dialect, which would get us popped on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the full. That looks like the end of the clip. I just sent in the chat again, the DM, the actual original guy getting jumped. And there's a group of she-boons and he-boons attacking this individual.
By the way, we don't say group, we say pack. So
pack, true.
Yeah, we say pack in honor of Hulk Hogan, R.I.P. R.I.P. to a king. Yeah, you know, God rest his soul. That's kind of crazy that Hulk Hogan's gone. You know, I grew up with Hulk Hogan, so I wasn't like a huge wrestling, I wasn't a huge Hulk Hogan fan growing up. I was more of a Rock and Stone Cold type of guy growing up, but you know, still sad. But anyway, let me bring this video up really quickly and bring it on the thing, and there we go.
So he was just standing there, and he just immediately gets pushed and then shoved into the street, and then you have 10 guys just, and this video is circulating all over the internet right now, obviously, as everyone knows. But like, you have people of both genders just attacking this guy.
Know,
we don't.
I know,
really
like, why are there women in? So what? I don't even get it. Like, what happened exactly? Like,
so there was an altercation outside of the festival where people were speaking to each other. Maybe someone bumped someone. He was like, "Hey, you should apologize. That was rude." I don't actually know all of the details, but I know that the guy looked like he was leaving, and he gets shoved from behind, pushed into the street, and probably ended up with multiple concussions.
oh my gosh.
I like the cameraman.
Yeah, so I mean, I do love how people are like, "Oh, the media isn't talking about this." I'm just like, yeah, this seriously happens like every weekend. In any given major city. Like, it's sad, but it's the reality.
Yeah, it's just disappointing.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna close that real quick, but actually, well, I can't bring up this video, but I did see a video the other day. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. Which also, by the way, you know what? I don't know if we're streaming on locals actually.
Okay, while you're getting that up, can I say my
go ahead.
It's such a great. Well, I wanted to throw this in because a lot of people know it already, but for those of you who don't, some interesting tidbit of information about Lake Worth people for you is in the 1970s, the United States of America actually changed the qualification for what they deemed a level of mental retardation when it came to IQ. The level used to be 85, but because 85 and under would be considered mentally handicapped in the United States of America, that would put at least, I believe, 50% of African Americans in the mental retardation camp. And so they lowered the classification for a handicap for disabled mentally people to 75. You can look it up. It's all verifiable. They changed the qualification from 85 to 75 so that half of an entire population wouldn't be labeled handicapped.
Wow. And yeah, speaking of retardation, yeah, I actually did not know that I needed to set up locals independently of the other ones, actually. So I'm trying to set that up right now. So give me 2 seconds, and then I should be able to have it set up. And then if someone can go over to locals real quick and then tell me if it's active. I just put in the stuff right now. Should be good. If not, then you know that's my bad. But next time,
I don't have to log in. Are you talking about us doing it or our chat?
Just someone in the chat should be able to do it. So, yeah, I just if you're on the locals, it says the Rift 728 locals only. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So it says that it needs access to my devices, but I'm not really using my devices. I'm doing RTMP. So, by the way, do you guys ever have your phone do this thing where when you go on like a video chat, it like uses the camera from your phone, or is that just me?
That's just you.
No.
Yeah. For some reason,
Never
every single
happened to
time,
me.
yeah, like for some reason, every time I try to join a live stream, it's like, oh, so you want to use your iPhone camera, right? I'm like, I'm on my computer. Why would I want that? So anyway, well, okay. I think it may not be working. I will refresh it in a second, but in that case, we can go a little bit longer on Rumble and then just join or just kind of look in the Rumble chat and shout people out and talk to the chat a little bit. One thing I did want to mention is I saw a video the other day, and it was in Alaska of all places. I don't know if you guys saw this. There's not a ton of things going on in Alaska, so I figured just by saying that, if you guys saw it, then like you would know what I'm talking about. But basically what the story was that these guys had got kicked out of a club, I guess just for being rowdy or whatever. One guy was like Samoan and black, which it kind of seems crazy that like people are coming from American Samoa and Hawaii, and then they live in Alaska now. It's kind of a big culture shock. But
Yeah, what?
these guys came back to I guess go after the bouncer who had kicked them out of the club. They tried shooting the bouncer, but then there was a backup security guard who was purposely standing right by his trunk for his car, which he had an AR-15 in, and then he shot at both the guys. I think killed one, and then the other one got away, but he'll probably get arrested too. But I'm like, how crazy is that's happening in Alaska of all places? Like it's like us being mainland Americans, we probably have no idea what's going on in Alaska. Like people probably just think of freaking Eskimos and igloos and whales and going whaling or whatever, people ice fishing, but there are black people in Alaska. I mean, who would have thought?
There's just no escaping it. It's crazy. And
Yeah,
also it's like, why would they even want to go there? I mean, it's weird. Like I feel like usually people, like you'll notice that it's like there's a reason there's a lot more black people in the South and on the West Coast than in New England or something, because they want to be places where it's warm, because that's where their ancestry is from. So it's weird. It's like, why would you even want to go to Alaska? I feel the same way about the Indians in Canada. It's like, India's hot. Why are you guys going to like one of the coldest places ever?
That's why it's always funny when Gavin Newsom posts like, oh, what states have higher homicide rates than California? The South. And I go, what else does the South have that California doesn't have as much of? Mr. Newsom, you want to mention that part too? But
well, yeah. By the way, I love how probably like half the last like 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, I was like trying to figure out locals, and we somehow went up in numbers on Rumble. This is actually one of the better live streams, like the better live streams, and I just seriously crapped it out, put myself on the thumbnail, which I never do, and here we are now, and we have almost 900 people in the Rumble stream. So shout out to you. If this is your first time, make sure you smash like and then subscribe. I'm also going to drop the YouTube channel in the chat. Let me go and Rumble real quick. I'm dropping the YouTube in the chat. So if you haven't subscribed over there, make sure you do. Obviously, we love Rumble, and we want to make Rumble our primary home. But there's billions of people on YouTube. It's just
get over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Someone in the chat made a good point. They said it's not that they want to move those places; it's the refugee resettlement NGOs put them there, and that's a good point. That's totally true. It's usually like these big NGOs and everything, and they ship these refugees and migrants to like. Basically, they're like, oh, that's a nice, fully white, peaceful, quiet town in the middle of nowhere you have there. What if we gave you like thousands of Somalians, or what if we gave you thousands of Haitians or something? And that's basically what they do. So that's actually a good point. But it's weird. It's like it's just like so weird. It's like they're putting them in these places. Like it doesn't make sense. They have nothing in common with the people there. So. Yeah.
Also, see Kyle. He must be a big fan of boating or yachting or fishing or something. And his name is Kyle. Yeah. C Kyle 14 said, is there an official Rift TV Discord? Yes, there is. You have to
Oh,
join
really?
the locals. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's
Did
right.
you not know?
Wait, I forgot about that. No, yeah.
Well, honestly, and to be quite honest with you, I really don't interact there as much as I should. I really only interact there when I need something from people. Like, which I'm like, hey, could you guys watch a show? Or could actually, I just dropped a survey in the Discord the other day, just see how people feel about the show, how everything's been going recently, what they want to see, what they want to change. Someone did give me some feedback saying that we should do that like every 2-3 months to just like check in with the audience and see if they're jiving with everything that we're doing. But we do have a Discord. Join the locals, and then I actually don't even know how the process like really works, but I do know Noticer I am in the chat. He's in Rumble right now, I believe. He will make sure that you will get into the Discord. Noticer, that guy is in YouTube, and his name is C Kyle 14. And again, it's because he loves the sea.
He's a fisher.
He loves to go
Yeah.
he loves to go scuba diving on the Great Coral Reef. But you know what? Because we have so much support right now, because we have about 800 people right now, we're gonna go for another 15 minutes or so. And then we can call a night. I have to get back to doing housework and everything around the house before I take this trip. So I'm like doing laundry and like cleaning and bringing my cats to the vet and everything in the last couple of days. So trying to get everything out of the way before this next trip. But we also do have really good content coming for you guys. We're gonna have some vlog content. I know that's a new thing that you don't see from us very often, but we have some vlog content. By the way, I just realized that I haven't had the logo up this entire time, so I'm gonna bring it back up. But we're gonna be vlogging for this next trip that we're taking. I don't know when Elijah is gonna announce it or if he has yet, but it's a very interesting place that we'll be going to with a very interesting individual who we've actually interviewed on the show before on Almost Serious. So maybe that's enough information for you guys to put
Wait,
two
now
and two
I
together,
want to
but-
know.
Yeah,
I feel
well,
like you haven't even told me about this, and I want to come.
Braeden, do you know?
I don't actually, but I wanted to go
really?
really quick because Joshua donated and we missed it.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Joshua
Read it.
gave $1 and said Charlie uses Rabbi Shmuley's used Goyim edition plugs. So that's
Based.
very based. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
We have Braeden takes the fellas to the gym video idea. I'm just dude.
Actually, yeah, no, for sure. Hold on. Oh, wait, let me hold on.
Wait,
Let
we'll
me
full screen?
go for a screen on you. Yeah, actually.
In the
Well,
2XL is crazy.
by the way,
Braden's joining the cookie verse.
yeah, right,
I am the
exactly right.
cookie verse.
Yeah. By the
Braden
way,
got an invite.
when Royce from ROTC came, he was supposed to do some gym content with Elijah, but I mean, you guys have been to the office. You know how our days are. We like try to plan to do all these things, and we really only complete about half of it because we overload our days with so much stuff. But I mean, I'm totally down for gym content. It's just a little boring because I mean, I can go on any variety of any person's Twitter page or Instagram or TikTok, whatever. Everyone's posting stuff about workout stuff, and like, are we any more knowledgeable? Not really.
Yeah,
But
that doesn't really make sense.
yeah, if we have like Mark Lobliner in, but also too, like, sometimes people just want to join the Discord or join locals just to see like what we do in our free time or whatever. Like, I mean, I'd be down to like do other streams, but we just don't have time right now. But maybe once we have everything going, everything's a little bit more streamlined, everything's just free flowing with the network, and all of us don't have to do 12
I mean,
hour
people still want me to do a pie making stream, so
Actually, someone,
maybe
by
that's
the way,
something to think about.
someone gave feedback on the survey that I did, who actually brought it up too. They were like, "Hey, you should actually do the pie making thing." And also know who's like a world class, not even kidding, pie maker, whatever, is Josie, the redheaded libertarian. If you know who she is, and then she lives about an hour from us in Florida. Yeah, no, she's seriously here. I'm gonna bring it up right now. No, she's like seriously like a world class pie baker. Like, she's won like some kind of like blue ribbon award or something for her pies before. Yeah,
That's cool.
crazy.
Let me bring it up right now since I don't have anything more worthwhile to bring up.
Well, we have.
By the way, I realized who you're talking about, who we're going on a little trip with.
I still didn't, but that's
someone.
okay.
Someone said it in the chat. I feel like, can we say it or no?
Wait, in which chat?
Rumble.
I don't see anyone talking about it.
I see
a while
towers.
ago.
I just see towers.
Well, yeah, yeah, dude, yeah. I love how when I'm hosting, because I'm distracted, so I'm not modding. Everyone's just like spamming towers. I'm just like, okay, well, okay. Anyway, but this is an example of one of Josie's pies.
Jeez, that's impressive. What the
I
heck?
know.
I didn't know that. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, we had a Christmas party 2 years ago. Once I was living up north, and then she came with some of the Tower Gang people, and then a few other people, but they came. I don't want to say who else came, but a bunch of people came, and then I was talking with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm like a world-class baker." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." I just get pre-prepped meals I microwave to make it easy for me. I can cook, I just don't have time to. So, leave it to the women, I guess. But yep. So anyway, by the way, I love how once I announced that we were going a little bit longer because we were getting more people, we like dropped 200 people. So,
Whatever.
such is life. But
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the mood to make some jalapeno poppers now.
oh, that'd be kind of based.
I
Yeah.
made massive quesadillas. I ate about 3/4 of a pound of ground beef, and I just put it all in between 4 tortillas, and that was it.
sounds
Also,
good.
Josh said you're not a man if you've never benched 225. 315 all-time PR. Thank you very
Let's go.
much.
I haven't PR'd. Well, I never try on like 1 rep max. So actually, let's just remove Sarah for this part of the conversation. So anyway, no, but
I could do the bar.
well,
She's
that's
got the
I could
actually,
do the
bar.
bar.
yeah, that's pretty typical for most women. Is it like hard for you to do the bar? Like, are you like struggling like SpongeBob once he was benching?
No, I mean, when I used to I don't work out anymore, but when I used to work out, I was able to do like 10 on each side.
There
Honestly,
you go.
like to do multiple reps, to do like a set, not to just not as like a max for 1 rep.
Honestly, women at the gym is just so funny because they're just always doing every like variety of leg workout. They're never doing anything other than that, which is just like, I mean, I guess
I would do everything, but I just found out that working out's pointless because like I'm skinny anyways. So it's like
That's crazy. Crazy statement right there.
Yeah.
I need to get bigger.
yeah.
I need
Yeah,
to all the guys are sharing their
I'm like,
bench.
I don't really like. What am I wasting my time for?
Common ectomorph L. By the way, this is Sarah at the gym.
Dude, all the guys are sharing their bench PRs, and it's making me feel small. But I did hit 315 at 20 power. I'm also 6'5", so I have a 6'8" wingspan, dude. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't go full screen. My heart was about to go out to everyone in chat.
By the way, know what I just realized?
Oh.
Okay. Is that
Where did you go?
well, I'm here now. I just hit the thing, but I realized I didn't do the live reads, and then I know how much you guys love live reads, so I'm going to take you guys off the thing real quick, and I'm going to do this first one. But you know me, I love Hyperbit. Hyperbit's one of our great sponsors that we have here, and I want to take a quick break from the main topic. Crypto's been making waves in traditional finance. And I mean, I've got something that I think that you'll find pretty compelling, especially if you're tracking how digital assets are reshaping business strategies. And you've likely heard about companies like MicroStrategy or Tesla adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. This is part of a Bitcoin treasury strategy where businesses hold crypto as a long-term store of value or hedge against inflation instead of just cash. It's a significant shift in how companies manage their reserves. But this is where it gets interesting. Hyperbit Technologies, trading under Hype in Canada and HYPAF in the US, is carving out a unique path. Rather than simply buying Bitcoin, they're mining digital assets like Dogecoin, Litecoin, and others using high-efficiency, renewable-powered operations. By generating crypto as their core business, they've built a self-sustaining treasury model. They're not just speculating, they're deploying next-gen mining rigs and leveraging low-cost hydroelectric energy to stay profitable and sustainable. This positions them to hold, reinvest, or use their crypto to fuel expansion. For investors, Hyperbit offers a way to gain exposure to the crypto market without the hassle of managing wallets, keys, or mining operations. They mine, buy, and secure digital assets, making them a diversified play in the space. Link in bio. Also, make sure to read the disclaimer, and this is not financial advice. And just keep in mind that that investing is always risky. It's always you're not guaranteed to make a thing. What's up?
You
always wear glasses anyway.
Well, yeah, but my head's hurting because long story, but I don't have any contacts right now. So
I want to hear this long story because I have more time to kill because now I have to read another live read before we're done. So, what's your
It's
long
not-
story about how
it's
you lost
it's not it's not an interesting story, but basically my prescription expired because my eye doctor's in Canada and I never go there because I live here. So it's expired. I couldn't order more. I had some shipped to my parents' house. I visited and I forgot them there. I had them shipped the contacts over here, and then I was too busy or I was gone at the time, so I couldn't pick it up from the post office, so they shipped it back to my parents. And during that time I just like completely ran out of all of my contacts, and yeah, and so now it's I wore a set like 2 days ago, and then today I open it up and one of them's not there. So I don't know, it's kind of like a late night and I don't know what I was doing. I guess I just like misplaced one, so now it's like, well, yeah, I can't see without my glasses anymore.
I always, well, I don't lose my glasses, but sometimes I'm just like I'll just make myself so tired before I go to bed. I'll just put my glasses like on the bed, and then sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like on top of them, or they fall off.
I
the
don't
bed.
do that. I'm so terrified of breaking my glasses.
Yeah, I've actually never broke my glasses, but then also sometimes too, they'll fall like on the ground, and then I'm blind. So like I'm on the ground, like what's your name, like Velma in Scooby Doo, like
That was
feeling
me
around for my
today.
glasses.
That was me today looking for them. It's bad. Yeah.
I actually didn't think that your vision was that, because I remember that we talked about like I have like a -9 if anyone in the chat knows what that means, but that means that once I don't have glasses, everything is just blurry shapes. Like I can like make out stuff like in front of me, but everything else is just like blurry shapes. I couldn't read anything on my screen right now, even like bigger text. Like,
for
you know,
me,
even
it's like
yeah,
I can like see my hands, or like I can see my phone fine. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping.
I
can like see my
perfect
phone perfectly
eyesight, so-
fine, but then it's like my computer, like once it's this far away, it's kind of blurry. But it's really, the thing is, it just like hurts my head a lot to not
Yeah.
have my glasses, because then my eyes are straining, so it hurts my head after a little bit. So
yeah. Know what me and you have to do, Sarah? We have to start eye gazing. All right, no, I guess
the sun, where you look at the sun.
sun gazing.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
I was so into that when I was like 14, but I don't know if it's real. I was like watching.
14?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because that's when I first got glasses, and then I was like watching these YouTube videos, and it was like hypnosis videos to like get your vision back.
Oh, wow, that's so funny. Yeah.
And, like,
No, yeah.
stuff.
All those like homeopath, like nature raw meat bros are like, oh, just gaze into the sun. I'm just like, okay. Like I'm like, yeah, I just
I don't know if
just, like,
it's. I just feel like that's not
burn my
true, but it's
retinas
something
out.
about like the cones and the rods or something, like rearrange themselves through the light, or I don't know.
No, yeah. It seems like bullshit to me. I'm not gonna lie. So, but
Yeah, but do you ever think about like how long people throughout human history just like went without having glasses?
No, I think about that quite often actually, because every time I don't have my glasses, I'm just like, wow, this is like
It's
if
like,
I
how
lived,
did anyone survive?
yeah,
And
no,
then
like
it kind of makes me wonder. I'm like, what if glasses just kind of make your vision worse throughout your life? Because I kind of
Yeah.
think that, I feel like
Yeah,
that
that's
has to
true
be
too.
true. Because it's like, why does basically like 50% of people or something just like wear glasses and progressively have to get stronger prescriptions for their whole life?
Yeah,
It
that
kind
makes
of
sense.
makes it seem like the glasses, it's like you're not working hard enough. Like your eyes get lazy because you have the glasses, you know?
That's true. Yeah. By the way, Braeden, you know that I can add you as a mod.
Sweet. Well, I just made my account. I'm having so much fun talking with chat while you
Oh,
guys
good.
are yapping about
Okay.
eyesight. I have
Well-
I have like better than perfect eyesight. I can't relate. Sorry, guys.
That's how my
Not
wife
fair.
is too. She has perfect eyesight. Also, my mom.
Braeden's
got
eye
LASIK.
mogging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Vision
I just made
mog.
you a mod, so once you refresh, you should show up as a mod in the chat.
Sweet.
And then I think everyone else has to.
I think what we
once you-
need to do is we need to do a gym stream now and then box at the end of it for our cardio. So we'll
I
get,
saw that.
We'll get
Do
Elijah.
I have to be a part
Yogo.
of this?
No, this is
yeah,
guys
actually-
only. We don't want
Okay.
any women. No estrogen allowed.
Dude.
Let's go, Homer. Frick yeah,
Actually,
baby.
actually, at the last company that we were running, I got like a bunch of like gloves and protective gear to like just box for cardio, and then everyone like just bitched out. I mean, dude, boxing is like the best cardio probably. Yeah, actually, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I don't think there's any other sport that even compare, like, even soccer. Like I think that boxing is better cardio than soccer. I think.
Yeah, I would
So
do it. I would do a little sparring match. I think it'd be so fun. It's also useful to just know as a skill.
oh yeah,
And
no, for
so
sure.
I would 100% get into it. I tried jujitsu once, but like I said, 6'8" wingspan. I'm 6'5". That getting on the ground and like grappling just isn't for me. Like if someone gets on the ground and starts crawling at me, I'm just gonna, bop bop.
Yeah. Also,
I
yeah,
took, I
like
took
solved.
kickboxing for a little bit. I did kickboxing. It was like my method of self-defense against my brothers.
Give you the Woodstown response. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean boxing is yeah, like I just never really had much interest in doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu or anything like this. Just like I don't know. I know it's like definitely useful. And
Thoughts on
you know,
karate, like putting your kids in karate class?
I'd probably put them in taekwondo if anything. I don't know about karate. I don't know.
Why?
Karate seems. I actually can't even tell you why. It's just I don't know. I just hear better things about taekwondo or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or whatever. So
It'd be kind of cool if you had it. Like, that's why I'm excited to have kids. You can just like basically shape them into whatever you want them to be. Like, you could just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put you in a taekwondo class when they're like 3, and then by the
yeah,
time they're 12, they can just like beat people up."
I know, right? Yeah, and then they
Like, you
hate
can
you.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like, and then they hate you because then they're like, I actually want to do this or do that. I actually don't want to go to taekwondo. 'Cause I knew a family growing up where they had 3 girls, and then the mom was like really trying to force every single one of the girls to be like an Olympic figure skater. So they would have to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning and then go
Oh.
to and I mean obviously they were amazing skaters, but like as soon as they all graduated high school, they like all but stopped. And then the mom is just like, well, I tried. It's just like it's kind of rough. I want
Well,
to make sure I
I
don't
feel
do
like
it to
so
my
for
kids.
my future kids, I just want to make sure they have like hobbies that they're really invested in, but like I want to be stuff that they enjoy and they're good at. But in my mind, I'm like, I need them all to have like a sport or like a physical activity that they're really into that they get good at. And then also some kind of either music or art, like some kind of creative outlet too.
Actually, yeah, I've said the exact same thing. Is that I want my kid or my kids to learn a language, to learn an instrument, and then maybe one more thing on top of that because it kind of just like
I think
that's
they
like
definitely
the
need to learn like an instrument. That's totally
yeah
important because that actually like
yeah
shapes your brain too. Like there's so much science behind it. It makes you so much smarter if you learn an instrument when you're a kid.
yeah right exactly and that's a time that like, you should learn. Also too with like learning a language, that's like another thing that helps with kind of developing your brain. It's funny because actually where we're going this week, it's a Spanish speaking country, and it's funny because like Elijah was like, and I mean he knows this, but he's like, do you speak Spanish? I'm like, yeah, I don't speak Spanish at all. I'm like Mexican for nothing. But he was like, yeah, we should like brush up on Spanish a little bit before we get down there. But I mean, they have all these AI apps now where you can just like record someone and then you can just like it just acts as like a translator or whatever. So
Yeah.
I might just use that. Make
Also,
sure that
the
everything's
thing
done locally.
is like everyone knows how to speak English now in like other countries.
Well,
Like
where we're
almost
going to, not so much. It's not like
maybe
Argentina, where it's
not.
more like Americanized, but yeah,
Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know. Like it's like so many people in other countries can at least speak or understand a little bit of English.
yeah,
It's like that is kind of like the universal language.
yeah. In most
It's more
countries,
so
but
in like more developed countries.
yeah,
But yeah.
exactly. Well, I mean, this is a country that's on its way to being a more developed country. I should might as well say it. We're going to El Salvador, if you guys didn't know. So shout out to us. We'll be in El Salvador, and should be interesting. It's like the first place where I have to go where I actually kind of have to think about my safety. I mean, in the city center, it's pretty locked down, and they're very strict over there now. And also too, so apparently they have a so like you seriously have to have 0.00 blood alcohol level when you're driving. No drugs, no nothing, no like they are complete lockdown, which is kind of similar to like Singapore. And I've been to Singapore before actually, but like it is crazy like knowing that like wow, I could have a drink and get pulled over and then be thrown in like a fucking prison with MS-13 gang
That's
members
true.
or
It's kind of
something.
scary, but
Which,
also yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it'd be that extreme, but it's just like there is like a
But hey,
possibility.
it's probably worth it.
Oh yeah, well
Honestly.
yeah, no,
And then who
100%.
cares? Just take Ubers. Like, yeah. I take Ubers everywhere anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, you and
I don't
Anna.
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're renting a car, but we have a designated driver. One of our team members is going to be a designated driver because
Mm.
I have a drink every so often. Some of the team members drink. In case people didn't know that, we like to have a little drink every so often. Like to have a little fun here and there, unwind. But and when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, and some of the people that we'll be with will be trying to have a good time too. So I'm sure that we'll have plenty of opportunity for that. But if we don't have any other super chats, I think I will call it a show. But actually,
You got one more ad or something, right? Is that what
ad.
we killed time?
No, of course not. No, I wouldn't just do an ad. No, of course not. But I do want to talk to you guys about Hyperbit. So I want to circle back for a moment on the crypto angle that we touched on earlier. It's wild how digital assets are flipping the script on corporate finance. And if you're into, or if you're looking into how businesses are adapting to this volatile yet rewarding space, Hyperbit Technologies is worth a closer look. We talked about giants like MicroStrategy and Tesla stacking Bitcoin on their books as a smart treasury move, treating it like digital gold to combat hyperinflation and preserve value. But Hyperbit, listed as Hype on the Canadian exchange and HYPAF in the US, take it up a notch. They're not just passive holders. They're actively mining coins like Dogecoin, Litecoin, and more with cutting-edge, eco-friendly setups powered by renewables. This creates a dynamic treasury that's constantly growing through production, not just purchases. What sets them apart is advanced rigs optimized for efficiency, paired with affordable hydroelectric power, ensuring they mine profitably while keeping their carbon footprint low. It's a strategy that lets them accumulate assets, reinvest in growth, or even pivot to new opportunities in the crypto ecosystem. If you're an investor eyeing crypto exposure, Hyperbit simplifies it all. No need to deal with hardware, security headaches, or market timing. They handle the mining, acquisitions, and safeguarding, giving you a broad, resilient entry into a sector. Remember, check it out under Hype AF in the US and Hype HYPE in the great nation of Canada. Again, it's HYPAF in the US, just as it shows on the screen. Link in the bio for more details. Keep in mind that investing is risky. You're not guaranteed a profit, and this is not financial advice. And with that said, no, Braeden, I don't have any ads that I'm doing. I just wanted to talk to people about Hyperbit. So how dare you even imply that. But with that said, I just want to give a shout out to my co-host today. My name is Mike Mendoza. Again, I think so. Elijah for sure. Actually, I don't even know for sure, but he may be coming back tonight. I mean, as of right now, it's 90%, but it may be less than that. I don't know. Things are changing all the time. Amazing things are happening every day. And like I said, he's not going to leave until the project is done. So he's working on that right now. But guess in locals, guess in the Discord what you think the project that he's working on is, and that means go ahead.
Didn't he already post about it on?
Did he?
On Twitter.
He probably did. I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
I actually don't keep up with his Twitter so much because I just like am not on Twitter. So I am.
Yeah,
but
me neither. Me neither.
Yeah. So anyway, but who knows if he'll be done with that by time. But anyway, but Sarah, if you want to go ahead and shout yourself out, give your socials, and then we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, if you guys want to follow me, it's just Sarah C. Stock on both X and on Instagram. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel too. That's just Sarah_Stock.
All right. And Braeden?
Last but not least, at Braeden Sorbo, any and everywhere, specifically X and Instagram. Go check me out there. And I appreciate y'all in the chat tonight. It has been an absolute blast. So yeah, Braeden Sorbo, any and everywhere. Go by Embrace Masculinity, and I will sign it with a special message.
Nice. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for Sarah and Braeden for joining me on this very special show. The book club actually did very well. We got pinned on the front page tonight, so we should be getting some pretty decent numbers for this. Also, probably not tonight because this went a little bit longer than I would have liked. I have to get ready for this trip, but otherwise, I probably would get on locals to hang with you guys a little bit more. But I do enjoy hanging with people on locals. And again, as someone asked earlier, if you want to join the Discord, go ahead and then go to elijahschaefer.locals.com, sign up there, and then Noticer IM will reach out to you and he'll get you in the Discord. He'll get you set up. We have a very strong community of retards in there that you can post racist memes with. So again, I'm Mike Mendoza. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mike Mendoza JPG. That's MikeMendoza JPG. Follow me there. And that's pretty much it. So